You're a beginner, you're just starting to work out now. You are starting resistance training or maybe calisthenics, and you don't know what to do. I was in the same position because I started working out in 2020. At the beginning, at the time actually, I was actually doing only cardio. I was running a lot. I used to play soccer as well, and I was kind of confused because there was a friend of mine that introduced me to calisthenics, and during the time it was COVID, and I didn't know how to train. It was like the first time that I was in this park, and I saw a lot of people training, like doing lots of pull-ups, and I had no idea. So I convinced myself I couldn't do it. I said to myself, like, no, I will not train. I prefer to do just cardio, and I will not do resistance training. But then at that time, I was so motivated that my friend actually convinced me to try. And guys, when I started, it was very difficult, but then I started and I felt amazing. For the first time, I was able to do like push-ups, pull-ups slowly. The first time I was actually doing like one pull-up or two pull-ups at most. I don't remember. I was not good at pull-ups, but then I actually took it very seriously. So what happened? I would have started to wake up in the morning like 7 o'clock and go and train before everybody. I said like to myself, I was so motivated that I had to train and take it that serious to the point that like it was all my life. I planned everything, all the workouts, and because I know how it can be to start to working out for the first time. Let's say you are very skinny, you have little to no muscle, and maybe you go to the gym, you feel somehow intimidated by some bigger guys, but I'm here to say that everybody has been there. So my advice to people who are starting out is this. First, don't go to the gym or also to do a calisthenics and like kill your body with lots of volume. There is no need to do this. I would start with calisthenics first. That way you will build a solid foundation so you can start doing, for example, pull-ups or push-ups or also dips. Start doing for example 1 month only calisthenics. This way you will start to know and feel how the body reacts to your workouts. You can see how long your body can go by with working out. Okay, you will see for the first time you experience DOMS, this sort of pain, this sort of sign that you're actually tearing off muscle, and there is a big debate on DOMS because some people think that it indicates muscle growth. Other people say that maybe not, it's just like a sign that you worked out, but it's kind of confusing. But for the first time when I worked out, and actually also after an injury, for example, if I go after an injury, recently I had an injury uh, on my left foot and I didn't work out for around 2 weeks. When I started back, I had DOMS. Maybe it's just like this feeling that your body is not so used to this kind of training, and for the first time, in this case, like the beginning 3 years ago in 2020 when I started, for the first time actually, I put my body under stress, and this was a stressor for me because I didn't train. I had a, I I've never trained in calisthenics before, so you feel this sort of unpleasant feeling of your body, but it's completely normal. It's a sign that your body is under stress, but this is a good stress because, guys, as you move on slowly, you will see the results. And that's amazing because when you change your body, for example, you are very skinny and then you build slowly muscle, you will see amazing results. But it takes a lot of time, it takes patience. You should also, have a good solid foundation about nutrition as well. You can find it on your own as well. You can research it. And so at the beginning was difficult, but then slowly it became a hobby. And now I regularly train in the gym. I do also, lately I'm doing calisthenics because I have to go to a new gym, but I will start the gym, going to the gym again. So you should start with calisthenics, in my opinion. You build a solid foundation, you reach, for example, 5 to 10 pull-ups, then you also train with push-ups, then dips. You can also do squats. Then after a while, when you actually had built uh, a solid foundation, actually, or maybe just a foundation. It has not, it doesn't have to be a solid foundation. It could just be a normal foundation, a base, sort of saying. Then you can slowly go to the gym. But when you go to the gym, the first thing you will see is not always, but let's say you go to a gym that is full of people, you will see lots of bodybuilders, lots of maybe people who are not bodybuilders but are very big. Not a problem. You're probably going, you will actually get there with time. Like not everybody's going to grow the same, but you will actually grow some muscle, and actually maybe lots of muscle as well. If you have good genetics, why not? You will grow a lot of muscle with time. It takes a lot of years, guys. If you see, most of naturals are like after 10 years, they start, you like after a lot of years, you start seeing the results. After 1 year, sure, you will see your body change completely. But if you go like from 0 years to 10 years and you put two pictures before and after, you will see that there's a huge difference. Okay. So my advice is this: start with calisthenics. Then after a month or two, you have some confidence. You gain some confidence because you've been training a while. You know how your body reacts. Start moving to the gym. And also when you get there, first, don't get intimidated by anybody. Focus a lot on the movements and focus on how you do the movement, okay? Try to kind of isolate yourself when you do the movements. Of course, you can make new friends, no problem, but when you do the movements, try to be focused 100%. Start with pull-ups again in the gym. Then start with squats with heavy squats, of course, with time, but start with squats, weighted squats. Then progressive overload. With time, you will build more muscle, you will increase the weight. Start with chin-ups, start with dips. Then, so all these things that you are doing actually in calisthenics, you will be doing in the gym. But then what changes is you will also add some isolation movements. We'll do some cable curls, some dumbbell curls, some tricep push down, some tricep extensions, whatever you prefer. Some work for the shoulders. You will do like double presses. There's a lot of options, of course, but the point of this video is start with calisthenics, or also if you start to the gym, start with the basics: pull-ups, dips, chin-ups, squat, and push-ups. These are the 5 basics you should introduce before moving, in my opinion, directly to isolation movements, because this way you will build a solid foundation, or a foundation in general, that will give you then the confidence and also the ability to work better, to work out better in the gym. And you also be actually more confident because you will be in the gym, you will have a foundation. And then, guys, you should also focus, of course, with time on improving your nutrition and everything you do outside your workouts, okay? Because those stuff are as important as your workout. Because if you train, you work out, and then you go out every night, you drink alcohol, you eat every day bad foods, this thing will interact with your hormones, will not be a good thing for yourself, for your health. So, guys, try this. Start with calisthenics, start with the basics, and then move on to isolation movements. And as regards to cardio, you can actually do cardio, of course. My opinion, cardio is that it is better to walk and to do high intensity interval training. You can do, for example, also martial arts. Let's say you can also do, for example, sprinting, or like uphill sprinting. You can also do some martial arts if you like martial arts. But of course, if you do a lots of martial arts, it's gonna be difficult for the muscle to grow because there's gonna be a lot of cardio. But there is for another video. So for this video, start with the basics and then move on slowly to the isolation movements, to the progressive overload, etc. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. See you guys.